As Linda Ronstadt's new album was setting sales records, a 15-year-old singer from Corpus Christi, Selena Quintanilla, was creating a sensation of her own at the Tejano Music Awards. Tejano, the Spanish-language pop hybrid pioneered by Little Joe in the 1970s, had become hugely popular across the Southwest, and Selena would sweep the awards year after year.
Selena Quintanilla.
Selena Quintanilla.
Selena Quintanilla.
Selena. Selena.
Selena Quintanilla.
She was at the top of the Tejano world.
You're spoiling me.
But that world was limited.
But I like it.
And Selena longed for success in the mainstream English-language pop arena. Ironically, English-language pop was where she began. Selena grew up in a musical family, trained and encouraged by her father, Abraham.
I found out she could sing probably around 6 years old. She was just gifted with that. You know, she was born with a gift. And that's when I decided, you know, I'm going to try to make a group with him.
Quintanilla groomed Selena's older brother, A.B., to play bass. His other daughter, Suzette, became the reluctant drummer.
There was a brand new drum set there, and I was the only one that wasn't doing anything, so I was like, hey, guess what? Come here, I got something for you.
Selena wanted to sing American pop music, but her father had learned some hard lessons playing music in Texas with a band he'd had years before called the Dinos.
Once some promoters discovered that they were Chicano and not Anglo, they had gigs canceled on them. They were really forced to re-embrace their roots. And they found that their best audience were the people that wanted them to sing in Spanish.
Abraham applied these lessons to the band he was building with Selena. He wanted them to sing in Spanish.
And at first we were like, are you kidding me, Dad? Are you know, what's this? You know, like, it was foreign to us. We didn't like it. And we didn't know Spanish. So Selena really had to know her pronunciation. She didn't know what she was singing.
So I had to sit with her and tell her what the song's talking about, you know, what is the word means, and where to put emphasis, where to put the emotion.
In 1989, when Selena was 17, a young record company executive attending the Tejano Music Awards sensed he was witnessing the birth of a superstar.
I remember coming back to the tower over in Hollywood, the Capitol Records Tower, and saying to my boss, I said, you know, I think we found our Gloria Estefan. And he looked at me like, you've been here 3 weeks, give me a break. Even though women had not achieved commercial success in the Tejano music business, the truth be told, I didn't sign her to sell Tejano records. It was the crossover aspect that really knocked me out.
Behar threw the resources of Capital EMI into promoting Selena, gambling that once she had a solid Spanish-language fan base, he could repackage her for the American mainstream. And as Selena's star rose, the Tejano music scene exploded.
The interest of the major labels in Tejano music changed everything. All of a sudden, Coca-Cola is interested in sponsorships. Beer companies are rushing and competing to get the bigger acts that are drawing. And every band has a new bus, every band has new outfits, smoke pots and light shows. It's just this transition overnight from a little kind of rinky-dink, marginalized sound into something that is the next big thing. And at the helm is Selena.
We had by now achieved tremendous success with her music in Spanish. She came over to see me one day, and in the middle of lunch, she starts to cry. I'm thinking it's a joke, because this was Selena's sense of humor, where she would start acting or do something crazy. And she goes, Jose, I've told the whole world, you know how many interviews I've done, that my English record is coming out, and we haven't even recorded the first song.
And the English album is still coming out. I know we've been talking about like forever and ever. Ya hace como cuántos años? 3 años? 3 años.
I kept asking Jose, what's up with the mainstream American market? And he kept telling me it's not the right time. You got to build up a fan base. And finally, in the latter part of '94, Jose said, okay, we're ready for that now.
By the time Selena played to a sellout crowd at the Houston Astrodome in February 1995, work on her English album had begun.
How you doing, Houston, Texas? First I was afraid, I was petrified.
This woman, you cross her over and put her in the pop arena, she's going to be the next Madonna.
But then I spent so many nights just thinking how you did me wrong, and I grew strong, and I learned how to get along.
She was going to be huge.
I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. I've got all my life to live. I've got all my life to give. I will survive. I will survive.
Then a month after this concert, and 2 weeks before her 24th birthday, she failed to arrive for a recording session at her father's studio.
We didn't worry about it because she was running late all the time. It was around 12 noon, and the phone rang as I walked in, and the receptionist answered it, and she let out a scream. And I asked her, what's happening? She says, Selena had an accident. She's at the emergency room at Memorial Hospital. So immediately I thought it was a car wreck. And I ran over there, and it was something worse.
Selena had been murdered, shot by a distraught and desperate woman who'd once been the head of her fan club.
The bullet hit an artery, and they rush her to the hospital. But by the time anything can be done, before anything can be done, she's bled to death.
Tus ojos ni siquiera voltearon hacia mí. Te vi sin que me viera.
4 months later, Dreaming of You, the album Selena had been recording when she died, was released. It sold over 200,000 copies the first day. It would eventually top 6 million. With its brightest star extinguished, Tejano music soon faded in popularity.